Before you turn 70, declutter these 6 household items for a simpler, happier life. As we grow older, the desire for a simpler, more manageable life becomes more pronounced. The idea of living in a space that reflects our current needs rather than holding on to things from the past becomes increasingly appealing. For many seniors, the process of decluttering isn't just about cleaning out the house, it's about creating a home that supports a life of ease, comfort, and joy. When you're in your 60s or 70s, the clutter that has accumulated over the years can weigh on you in ways you might not even realize. It's easy to hold on to things for sentimental reasons, for just in case, or because they were once useful. However, as time passes, it's important to assess what truly serves you and what has simply become dead weight in your home. Before you turn 70, decluttering isn't just about tidying up, it's about making space for a new chapter, one that is freer from unnecessary distractions and the burdens of too many possessions. This article will explore 6 specific household items that often weigh us down more than we realize, offering insights into why letting go of them can bring unexpected relief and more freedom. It's not about losing things, it's about gaining a simpler, happier life. 1. Worn out and unused furniture. One of the most significant culprits of household clutter is old, worn-out furniture that no longer serves its purpose. Over the years, it's easy to accumulate extra chairs, tables, or cabinets, pieces that once had meaning or use but now sit unused, taking up valuable space. These pieces not only create visual clutter but can also make your home feel cramped, uncomfortable, and harder to navigate. Consider Frank, a 74-year-old man who lived in the same house for decades. Over time, he had accumulated numerous pieces of furniture, inherited chairs, a bulky dining table, and old dressers with sticky drawers. At first, Frank didn't mind, but as time went on, he began to feel overwhelmed by the amount of furniture in his home. Cleaning became more difficult, and he found himself tripping over chairs or struggling to move around the house. It wasn't until his daughter pointed out that he had 5 chairs in the living room, but only 2 of which were ever used, that Frank realized how much unnecessary furniture he was holding on to. Letting go of these pieces wasn't about giving up memories, it was about creating a home that was easier to live in. Once Frank started decluttering, he noticed a surprising shift. His home felt more open, more inviting, and, most importantly, easier to navigate. The fix: evaluate your furniture's functionality. Ask yourself, when was the last time you actually used this piece? If it's been a while or if it's broken or uncomfortable, it's time to let go. Streamlining your furniture doesn't mean getting rid of everything, it simply means eliminating the pieces that no longer serve a functional or emotional purpose. By doing so, you'll create a more spacious, enjoyable living environment. 2. Clothes you never wear. We've all held on to clothing that no longer fits, serves a practical purpose, or reflects our current lifestyle. Maybe it's that suit that hasn't fit in years, that dress you bought for a special event decades ago, or those old shoes that hurt your feet every time you wear them. The truth is, a closet full of clothes you don't wear isn't just taking up space, it's adding unnecessary mental clutter. Take Linda, a 72-year-old woman who had a closet packed with clothes from every stage of her life. Dresses from the 80s, jackets she hadn't worn in decades, and shoes that no longer fit all filled her wardrobe. Every morning, Linda found herself frustrated by the sheer volume of options, many of which were impractical or uncomfortable. The closet, once a place of possibility, had become a source of stress. Linda decided it was time to declutter. She pulled everything out, sorted it into 3 piles: clothes she loved and wore regularly, clothes that no longer fit or felt comfortable, and clothes she was holding on to, just in case. As she let go of the unnecessary pieces, she felt a sense of freedom. Her wardrobe became lighter, and getting dressed in the morning became a simpler, more enjoyable task. The fix: simplify your wardrobe. Focus on what you truly wear and love. If something hasn't been worn in a year, it's time to donate it. Keep only the clothing that serves your current needs, fits well, and makes you feel good. A streamlined wardrobe not only makes it easier to get dressed but also provides clarity and reduces decision fatigue. 3. Expired medications and old toiletries. Many people don't realize that expired medications and old toiletries contribute to clutter and potential risks in the home. Over the years, we often accumulate bottles of medication, skincare products, and other toiletries that we don't use, some of which may have passed their expiration dates. Keeping these items isn't just unnecessary, it can also pose health risks. Expired medications can lose their effectiveness or even become harmful over time. Take Robert, a 75-year-old man who prided himself on keeping a tidy home. However, one day while searching for a bandage in his medicine cabinet, he realized it was filled with old bottles of expired medications and half-used tubes of creams. These were items he hadn't touched in years, and they weren't doing him any good. Decluttering his medicine cabinet not only made the space more organized but also ensured that he only had safe, useful products on hand. The fix: clear out old medications and toiletries. Go through your medicine cabinet and bathroom drawers, discarding any expired medications, unused toiletries, or products you no longer need. Be mindful of proper disposal methods for medications, as flushing them down the toilet or throwing them away can harm the environment. By doing this, you create a safer, more organized space and reduce the risk of using ineffective or harmful products. 4. Old papers, documents, and unused mail. Paper clutter is one of the most common forms of household clutter, yet it's also one of the easiest to overlook. Over time, old bills, receipts, instruction manuals for items you no longer own, and unopened mail pile up, creating unnecessary clutter in your home. This type of clutter not only takes up space but also adds mental stress. The constant visual reminder of unfinished business can make you feel overwhelmed. Barbara, a 73-year-old woman, had accumulated years of paperwork in her home. Old utility bills, receipts from forgotten purchases, and outdated tax returns filled filing cabinets and drawers. Every time she needed an important document, she had to sift through piles of irrelevant paper. The process was time-consuming and frustrating. When Barbara decided to declutter her paper collection, she was amazed at how much easier it was to stay organized. She discarded outdated bills and contracts, shredded old bank statements, and only kept the essential legal, financial, and medical documents. The result was not just a tidier home but a clearer, less stressed mind. The fix: sort through and shred unnecessary paperwork. Go through your papers and keep only what's necessary. This includes important legal, financial, and medical records, as well as any documents you may need for future reference. Anything outdated or irrelevant should be shredded or recycled. Make a habit of addressing your mail regularly to prevent it from piling up. You can also consider digitizing documents to further reduce paper clutter and improve organization. 5. Kitchen items you never use. The kitchen is one of the most cluttered areas in any home, and it's easy to accumulate items that you no longer use. Whether it's duplicate utensils, unused appliances, or mismatched containers, your kitchen may be filled with items that only add to the chaos. For example, you may have multiple sets of dishes or gadgets you've bought over the years but have rarely used. These items take up space and make your kitchen harder to navigate. George, a 76-year-old man, had lived in the same house for decades, and over the years, his kitchen had become cluttered with unused appliances, old cooking utensils, and mismatched plates. Every time he needed something, he had to dig through drawers or cabinets to find it. One day, while searching for a pan, he knocked over a pile of unused baking sheets. That's when he realized it was time to simplify his kitchen. George began by sorting through his kitchen and letting go of duplicate items, expired spices, and gadgets he never used. After decluttering, his kitchen felt more functional, organized, and easier to use. The fix: simplify your kitchen tools. Go through your kitchen and get rid of any items you no longer use. This includes duplicate utensils, old appliances, and unused or broken cookware. Keep only the essentials that you use regularly and love. A simplified kitchen makes cooking more enjoyable, reduces cleaning time, and creates a more efficient space for meal preparation. 6. Sentimental items that no longer serve you. Sentimental items hold a special place in our hearts, reminding us of important moments, loved ones, and memories. However, these items can accumulate over the years, filling up your space and becoming a burden. While it's natural to want to hold on to mementos, it's important to evaluate whether these items are truly bringing you joy or simply taking up space. Helen, a 78-year-old woman, had boxes filled with old letters, souvenirs, and keepsakes from different stages of her life. When she moved to a smaller home, she realized she had an entire storage unit filled with things she hadn't looked at in years. Letting go of these items felt like letting go of memories, but Helen learned that keeping every sentimental item wasn't necessary to preserve her past. By being selective, Helen kept only a few truly meaningful items, such as her wedding album and a handful of letters from loved ones. The rest she donated or took photos of before letting go. This process helped her clear space and freed her from the burden of clutter. The fix: evaluate your sentimental items. Take a moment to reflect on the sentimental items you're holding on to. Ask yourself whether they still bring you joy or whether they're simply taking up space. It's okay to let go of items that no longer serve a purpose in your life. Preserve your memories through photographs or digital files and keep only the items that truly enhance your current life. Underscore 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 underscore. Final thoughts. Decluttering before you turn 70 is not just about making your home look neater, it's about creating a space that reflects your current lifestyle and supports your well-being. Whether it's outdated furniture, unused kitchen items, or sentimental objects that no longer bring you joy, letting go of these things creates room for a simpler, more enjoyable life. By decluttering, you'll not only reduce the physical clutter but also the mental clutter that often weighs you down. At this stage in life, less is more. By surrounding yourself with things that truly serve you, you can create a home that is lighter, more organized, and more in tune with your life today. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go and enjoy the peace that comes with a simpler, happier home.